Eddie, I
Cool. Okay, very good. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Travelong's fifth virtual showcase. If we add these to our live showcases, that makes 19 in all, and hopefully next year we're going to get back to a live showcase. We are positive about that aspect. Today we have two of our preferred vendors with their inspiring presentations. First up is Maggie Abdallah, Director of Sales for Bennett Mercado, with three of their fabulous properties. She'll be followed by Brittany Zapp of the Four Seasons, highlighting Hawaii, Nassau, and Costa Rica. And if you have any questions, please just go into your chat box and send them. Just click on the chat, send a chat, and we will pick it up at the end of the presentation and answer your question. So here we go. Maggie, take it away.
Oh, okay, Bevan, I'm going first.
if that's okay with Brittany.
Or did you change that on me?
Yeah.
Flexible.
I think Brittany's going to go first.
Okay.
Okay, great. Well, hello. Let me go ahead and get my screen up. Perfect. So welcome to the Four Seasons presentation, and thank you so much for allowing us to join the Travelong Summit virtual showcase. My name is Brittany Zapp. I'm the account director for Four Seasons, filling in for Juliet Sue. So today our properties are going to be highlighting some beautiful locations around the world. But first, I'd like to touch briefly on our preferred partner program. This is an invite-only exclusive experience that we're proud to have Travelong associated with. This allows you as a traveler exclusive opportunities and benefits to have some value adds to your travels. Some of those value adds are going to be daily breakfast for two, a tiered credit system where our guest rooms allow a $100 resort credit, a $200 resort credit for suites and specialty suites. And then what we're really excited about to announce and share is our private retreat inventory, where you receive a $200 resort credit per bedroom. In addition to these value adds, you also receive some exclusive experiences such as upgrades upon arrival based on availability, late or early check-in, again, based on availability, and a customized welcome experience. So welcome to our private retreats. Our private retreats are a residential collection of luxury vacation homes throughout our portfolio. We have over 750 options between villas and residences at 26 of our locations. These are great opportunities for family escapes, groups traveling together, micro celebrations such as weddings and anniversaries. So feel free to reach out to the Travelong team for additional information on each of these opportunities. Now, some really exciting information that I'm excited to share is our property openings. If you haven't seen it in the news, we recently returned to Bangkok. We also opened in Macau, Madrid, San Francisco. We've added a second location. We've opened the Sensei property in Lanai, and Tokyo has welcomed Otemachi. Some upcoming openings that you'll see joining our portfolio later this year is going to be Fort Lauderdale, Napa Valley, New Orleans, Tamarindo in Mexico, Tamarina in Italy, which is located in Sicily. And then we recently announced that we will be welcoming Minneapolis, Nashville, Mallorca, and Puglia to our team as well. And first up, we're going to send you over to Leighton, who will introduce you to our Hawaii collection. Leighton?
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Good evening and aloha. My name is Leighton Kitagawa, and I want to thank you all for sharing your evening with us. Hawaii has experienced incredible interest and demand, and we're thankful to you for this and the opportunity to welcome you back to the 50th state. So first of all, if you're fully vaccinated, you're free and clear to travel to Hawaii as well as between the islands. And if you're not vaccinated, then you take the pre-travel COVID test within 72 hours of departure from a designated trusted testing partner. Now, I represent the Four Seasons resorts on the islands of Hawaii, Oahu, Maui, and Hawaii Island, formerly known as the Big Island of Hawaii. And what I love about representing 3 resorts on 3 different islands is the unique experience each island offers. And I'll share a bit as I go through each island. And our first stop is Oahu, the gateway, because the majority of the direct nonstop flights land at Honolulu International on Oahu. And you know, Oahu is active, diverse, and historic. You know, there's Waikiki Beach, where you can hike up Diamond Head Crater, or you can take a drive up to the North Shore of Oahu to watch the championship surfers during the winter months. And it's diverse because the island is a melting pot of cultures where the cuisine reflects the many ethnicities that populate the island. And some of the top chefs in Hawaii started their restaurants on Oahu. And then there's history. There is the Pearl Harbor, the Iolani Palace, and the Bishop Museum. And then located 30 minutes west of Honolulu International Airport in the exclusive resort area of Ko'olina is where the Four Seasons Resort Oahu at Ko'olina is located. You know, there are 370 guest rooms, the majority of which are ocean view, ocean front. And what I love about this resort, the wonderful ocean views from many of the rooms, and especially those west-facing rooms like the one shown here. And there's dining, Mina's Fish House. Just imagine enjoying grilled fresh island fish, sitting at a table at the edge of the water, lit by tiki torches under the moonlight. And during the day, swimming in one of 4 perfect lagoons or one of 4 pools that offer 4 luxury cabanas. You know, we seem to like the number 4. And as a result, we even offer the 4th night free on Oahu. So remember, if you're planning a trip during the Christmas, New Year's holiday season, we still have space available right now. So our next stop is the island of Maui, which is where I was born and raised. And what's unique about Maui is watching the sunrise at Haleakala, and on the way down, driving through beautiful upcountry Maui, where the cool upland air blends with the scent of eucalyptus trees. And driving the road to Hana, and on the way back, stopping in Paia town for dinner or some shopping. Or doing a snorkeling excursion at Molokini Island, located off the south coast of Maui. And here we are in the sunny south shore of Maui at the Four Seasons Resort Maui. And what makes this resort special are our team members. You know, Maui was the first Four Seasons resort, and quite a few of the team members who opened the resort back in 1990 are still there welcoming our guests back. So the resort is always buzzing with activity. So whether offering morning yoga on the oceanfront lawn, or a Hawaiian cultural class for our guests in the lobby, or a morning canoe paddling excursion, you know, there's always something going on there. The dining, Ferraro's, one of the most romantic and picturesque restaurants featuring Italian Mediterranean cuisine. And there's beautiful Wailea Beach, this beautiful long stretch of beach for morning walks, fine grained sand, a gradual sloping depth as you enter the pristine clear water, and Turtle Town just off the shoreline. Or if you prefer, there's the quiet of our Serenity Pool reserved for adults, which is shown here. Now, a good time to visit is at the end of November, just after Thanksgiving, for a great value period, which is where we're offering our $100 per day resort credit on rooms, $400 per day resort credit on select suite categories. And our final stop is to Hawaii Island, formerly known as the Big Island of Hawaii. When travelers come to the island of Hawaii, they can visit the coffee farms and try some of that famous Kona coffee, or go stargazing at the 9,000-foot level of Mauna Kea, or do the night diving with the manta rays. And I've heard it's a life-changing experience, you know, by those who have done it. But one of the most requested activities is to visit Volcano National Park to see an active volcano, or taking a helicopter and seeing it from above. So located just 15 minutes north of Kona Airport is the Four Seasons Resort Hualalai, offering 258 guest rooms and suites. And all the rooms and suites have just completed a full renovation and offer elegant residential style decor for added comfort. Now, if you're seeking a resort that offers walkout to the beach style accommodations, this is the resort for you. Also, if you want oceanfront dining, we have 3 options for you. Ulu Ocean Grill and Sushi Lounge shown here, the Beach Tree Restaurant, and the Residence Beach House. And we also have 6 swimming pools to choose from, plus a variety of ocean activities. And there's championship golf on a Jack Nicklaus signature golf course and a state-of-the-art teaching facility. And after a hard day of activity, taking a spa treatment in one of our indoor-outdoor spa treatment rooms. Now, at Hualalai, we're offering a resort credit promotion that provides a $50, $100, or $200 per night resort credit, depending upon category booked. So we look forward to welcoming you to experience the 4 Seasons resorts in Hawaii. Think about the 50th state for a milestone event like a 50th birthday or a 50th anniversary, and call it 50th in the 50th. And with that, I'd like to say aloha on this happy Aloha Friday Eve. And now I'd like to introduce my fantastic colleague, Sunabel Sanchez of the Ocean Club in the Bahamas.
Thank you so much, Leighton. Makes me want to go to Hawaii for sure. I've never been, so I have to add that to my list. But welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Sunibel Sanchez, and I represent the beautiful and iconic Ocean Club Resort in Nassau, Bahamas. I'd like to start first by just showing you a beautiful video of my place. So Brittany.
Let me tell you about a place like no other place on earth. With crystal blue water, miles of ivory white sand, and smiles that go on even further. This is a place that has welcomed the world. Families, friends, and those destined to be so much more. This is a place that captivates all the senses. The sense of excitement, the sense of fun, the sense of knowing you can do it all, and the good sense of knowing when to do nothing. So, let me tell you about this place. My place. And soon to be your place.
Thank you, Brittany. So now I'll just tell you a little bit more about our beautiful and iconic resort in the Bahamas. The Ocean Club has been in the destination since the 1960s. We're actually going to be celebrating our 60th anniversary next year. We are in Paradise Island, which is just over a bridge from Nassau, from downtown Nassau. We're in the center of the island. One of the greatest things about where we're located in the Bahamas is or 3 selling points, which are the best ones and what differentiate us from rest of the resorts in the region, is the beach where we're located is a very private beach, very exclusive beach just for the use of our guests. Also to the left of our resort, we have the Atlantis Resort, which is very unique in the sense that our guests have full complimentary access to all of the amenities, the marine habitats, and all of the activities without being in a large resort. They have the access of spending the day there with their families, with the children, going to the casino, to the nightclub, to all of the activities, swimming with the dolphins, with the sea lions, everything that they would like to do. And then they can come to the private oasis, which is the Ocean Club. To the right of us, we have the Ocean Club golf course, all of which can be accessed through complimentary transfers to and from. and they're ready and available whenever the guests or whenever you would like to go. So next up is another thing that makes us unique in our destination is the style of resort that we are. We're a low-rise property, just 2 stories, 107 rooms in total, anything from garden views to ocean views, fully open air. All of the areas in the resort are fully open air, 3 restaurants on property. The main restaurant, Dune, which is the one that you see right there at the beach, is by celebrity and Michelin star chef Jean-Georges, which is where you can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And as you can see, the beautiful beach that is very, very private and unique because you'll never have anyone sitting right next to you, right behind you, or in front of you. It's very, very spaced out, beautiful stretch of private beach. Our rooms pretty much start from anything from garden view to ocean view. This is an ocean view room here. And here we have a much more contemporary style. So we have 2 different options at the resort when it comes to room style, and this is one of them. These can accommodate families of up to 4 with a queen size sleeper sofa. And then we have our other room category, the luxury oceanfront rooms, which are larger in size. And as you can see, a little bit more traditional to the Bahamas and a little bit more spacious and more private in a separate area of the resort. Then we have the largest accommodations on property, which are the private retreat villa residences. We have 3 of these at the resort, each with their own private access to the beach, their own infinity edge pool, complete with a full housekeeping team, butler team, and a chef, which is included. Daily breakfast is included with the chef services. And he is also available for all of your meals if you choose to have your meals in the villa as well. The villas were fully renovated at the end of 2019. So we can also show you some images of what the rooms and the living room look like. So you have a full living and dining, full kitchen. And then we also have 2 master suites that overlook the beautiful ocean. So this is definitely a great opportunity for if you want to have a multi-generational family get together or anything like that. If you want to share the space with your families, this is a great option for you. And then that's it. I missed the thank you slide. So thank you so much. Please let us know if you have any questions whatsoever about the Ocean Club. And now off to Costa Rica with my colleague, Anthony.
Thank you so much, Sunibel. As we say in Costa Rica, hola, buenos dias. So I am your main contact for this beautiful, beautiful resort on the Pacific coast of Costa Rica. Just wanted to start with talking to you about Pura Vida, and Pura Vida is kind of the philosophy that the locals, so they call themselves the Ticos, kind of practice on a day-to-day basis. It means, you have no issues, you have no stress, and you just be happy with whatever you have in life. And I think it's something that we should all be applying to our lives these days. We did a full renovation that was completed in 2019 on all our suites, residences, villas, restaurants, the spa. So we have a brand new product. And, when it comes to visiting Costa Rica, you land into Liberia Airport, which is 45 minutes away from where we are. You have actually 3 flights every week with United out of Newark. And to get in, you do not need a PCR test, regardless of your vaccination status. However, if you are not vaccinated, you would have to purchase a local travel insurance, which comes to $10 to $12 per person per day. But if you are under 18 years old and or fully vaccinated, you will not need to get that insurance. So before anything else, let's just jump, and I have a quick little video to show you.
Sorry, that kicked right off.
No worries. All right, so I hope that gives you a quick little taste of the beautiful waters and the beautiful beaches we have right next to the resort. And I want to touch base a little bit about what to do, because Costa Rica is not only if you're a soulless adventurer, of course you're gonna love having your fun in Costa Rica, but whether it's for a couple, a family reunion, a group of friends, there's really like no limit to whomever can go to Costa Rica and enjoy. Activity wise, a lot to do on the peninsula itself. Most of that what you saw in the video is actually taking place within the peninsula, and we actually have a club called the Explorers that will plan epic adventures either on the water or inland for you. And if you want to venture a little bit outside, of course, you can do the very typical and classic Costa Rican adventure, which is ziplining. And we have one zip line that's just outside of the resort at 15 minutes drive. And the one you see here is actually called the Superman. It's a little bit further out, like 45 minutes. And it is the longest and fastest zip line in Central America. So, not for the faint of heart, but definitely a lot of things to do when you're staying with us. And obviously the Kids for All Seasons and Teen Club are always available and complimentary. If you're not into adventures like this and you're going crazy and you just want to relax and enjoy the beautiful beaches, where we are is actually a perfect blend of tropical beaches and that tropical dry forest. We have 2 beaches at the property itself. Even though they are public by Costa Rican law, that's also why we cannot build too close to the beach. They're very, very exclusive. As you can see, very swimmable. So if you have traveling with kids, it's very, very nice to end your afternoon, cocktail in hand, kids playing in the ocean as you watch the sunset. The other beach where we have is Blanca, where you have all your water sports, and I always say, if you're an early riser, take a paddleboard, take a kayak, and you can see some really, really cool wildlife, whether it's turtles, spotted stingrays. Where we are, we have very rich wildlife overall, whether you're in the water or even outside. You can have the monkeys in the trees, iguanas. It's always fun to be around the resort because you never know who and what you're going to meet. So next, yes, perfect. And I just want to highlight how private we are. So we are at the very, very end of that community of Peninsula Papagayo. So, unless you're a guest of the Four Seasons or another resort on the peninsula, you would not get access. So it's very exclusive. It's kind of our safe haven with, everything that's happening these days. And on the peninsula, you can move around with electric bikes. We also have complimentary shuttle. You can go for a quick lunch at the Marina Village, overlooking, the marina and all the boats, which has a nice little cafe, nature center, an 18th golf course. So really, like, the options are completely endless when staying with us. And you can also see the Prieta Bay Beach Club. So I actually told you we have 2 beaches, which we do. But the private beach club is also another like hideaway within the peninsula for the guest of the Four Seasons. So where are you staying when you're staying at the Four Seasons? From guest rooms to suites to residences, we really have something for everybody. You can wake up in the morning, enjoy the beautiful views of the ocean or the bay through the forest. If they haven't woken you up a bit earlier, because the howler monkeys tend to be up around 4 or 5 a.m. sometimes, you can just start your day with a nice cup of Costa Rican coffee, and we call it Café Choreado. Is the traditional way of doing it in Costa Rica. And you just start your day overlooking that beautiful landscape, and before heading down to your to Bahia for breakfast. And for people who travel with a larger family, they want something a bit different and a bit more exclusive, we have 52 private retreats. So that's all our villas and residences, from 2 all the way up to 5 bedrooms. The ones that you see here are my new favorites. Prieta Bay, it's actually a group of villas that we inaugurated in November last year. On the hillside with absolutely stunning views of the sunset and the Pacific Ocean, and still having that Costa Rican vibe that everybody else will enjoy. So that really is, for me, in a few words. I could be here and talk to you forever about Costa Rica because I love this property so much. But never hesitate to reach out to any of your travel advisors at Travelong for any questions for any of our destinations. So thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you so much again for spending time with Four Seasons today. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. But if not, the Travelong team certainly knows how to get a hold of us.
Yeah, Juliet, someone wants to know at the Ocean Club, is there how do they get from the Ocean Club to Atlantis? Is there a golf cart that takes them there, or how do they do that, Sanibel?
It's either a private SUV or Sprinter van, depending on the size of the family, but it is only a 5-minute drive from our resort over to the Atlantis. And really the only reason it takes that long is because of how long our driveway is, because it is literally just at the very end of the beach. And it's complimentary whenever they want to go.
Great. And there's another question that says, is there a minimum stay requirement at the residence in Papagayo?
So depending on the time of the year, anything outside of festive, we do not have minimum stays. Right now for festive, it is a 7 nights on our 2 and 3 bedrooms, and it is a 10 night on our 4 and 5 bedroom between December 17th and 31st.
Yeah. And there's a question in Maui. Is there a kids club there at that Four Seasons?
Yes, there's a kids club at all of our resorts, and they're all complimentary.
Oh.
So the only thing that we charge for is for the lunch, and we have a menu that they can select from.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks. Is that the end of the questions, Bev?
Mm-hmm. That is.
Okay. Well, Maggie, now it's your turn.
It's
Thanks
my
very
turn.
much,
I'm
Brittany.
up.
Brittany
Thank you
and
so
your
much.
team, thanks very
Thank
much.
you,
That was
everyone.
fabulous. Wonderful.
Thank
Lovely
you.
properties.
Well, hello, everyone, again, and thank you for joining us virtually for now for the Travelong Summit showcase. And we're happy to have you, even if it's virtually these days. It's good to see you, as we say. I'm going to share a couple of resorts that are 3 resorts actually that are in my collection, and we're a collection of small boutique hotels, independently owned. Most of them are fairly small, the largest being a little over 100 accommodations. So just to give you an idea of these are a little bit smaller resorts. And we're going to start in California because that is probably the easiest to get to for everyone right now. There's no testing getting in. The resort does not require masks for guests that are vaccinated. The resort staff did elect to wear masks as of yesterday, just out of an abundance of caution, but they want you to come and enjoy the resort, and you are free to walk around as you feel. But we're also going to hop to the Bahamas as well, and then Jamaica. So Rancho Valencia Resort and Spa is in Rancho Santa Fe, California, which is really close to San Diego. As you can see, it's about 50 casitas and villas. So very, very small, intimate. Most of these have, a lot of social distancing was already built into a lot of these resorts. This was an orange grove formerly many years ago. And there are some cars in the driveway. And I just want to point out, these are actually Porsches in the picture, but we now have a partnership with Bentley, and guests of Rancho Valencia can use the Bentleys that are in the driveway for half a day, complimentary. So all you would need to do is just coordinate with the concierge. And if you want to drive down to Del Mar Beach or go to San Diego for lunch, you can use those cars. All you would need is a valid US driver's license. And I too have a video just to kind of give you a sense of place of Rancho Valencia, so you can see how large the resort is, but also how intimate it is. It used to be a tennis ranch, so a lot of tennis available. That's complimentary. Dogs are welcome. If you want to bring your furry friends. So as the video kind of highlighted, it has a Southern California feel, hacienda style room decor. I would like to highlight the outdoor space that's available for every casita. Either have a plunge pool or an outdoor fireplace. So it invites you to enjoy the Southern California weather day and night. We also, a lot of their dining options is outside with the restaurant Pony Room that mentioned in the video. And this is the Pony Room to the left here is the Pony Room's exterior. And then up here is a yoga pavilion. Something that Rancho Valencia does really well is they have a whole wellness program. So yoga, fitness classes, Pilates, tennis are all classes are available at any time for the guests. Some of the Pilates classes can be a little bit more competitive to get into. So let us know and we can make sure you get in. But just to give you an idea of the feel, this is the casitas. There are some availability for festive available. The connecting rooms are getting a little tighter, but for the most part, we do have some availability there, 3-night minimum during festive. This is the hacienda, and this is a full house, 4-bedroom house that has 2 identical masters with 4.5 baths. They actually just added 2 additional homes on the property for availability, and they're 4-bedroom and 3 bedrooms. So just some more residential feel. They all have their own private pool and as well as jacuzzi. And we can also arrange a chef to come in and fully stock the kitchen and cook for a guest as they stay. This is the interior of the Pony Room, but then also the exterior, which is great. And Rancho Valencia is the only Relais and Chateau resort in Southern California. So the food and wine are exceptional. And I believe you saw the executive chef working in the gardens. They are doing a lot of farm to table, obviously, over the pandemic. Newly renovated and expanded spa that just opened last month. And so that is a great option. That is an additional cost for services. And because it was built on a former orange grove, complimentary fresh squeezed orange juice or other juices are available with the daily newspaper complimentary to all guests. And because of our relationship with Travelong and Rancho Valencia, they do have, they are able to offer complimentary upgrades when available, early check-in and late checkout at Rancho Valencia, as well as daily breakfast for 2 and a $100 resort credit during their stay. This is kind of the picture of activities. Obviously, you saw a lot of tennis courts. They do have 2 clay courts, as well as pickleball. I know that's all the rage right now with many of the clubs here locally where I live. Some of their tennis courts have been converted to pickleball courts, same at Rancho Valencia. This is a picture of the Pilates studio. So full stop Pilates. Obviously it's not a lot more spread out now, but those are coveted spots, but we can definitely help. And then there are signing privileges at 2 nearby golf courses. And I think they're getting ready for the Del Mar racetrack and the races there. So let us know if you're interested in visiting sunny California. Now I'm going to move on to Grand Isle Resort and Residences in the Exuma, Bahamas. So this is one of a little larger. This is an all villa property. There's 70 villas starting from a 1-bedroom all the way to a 4-bedroom penthouse. And then it also includes restaurants on property, spa, and a nearby marina, which you can see in the back here. So again, I'm going to do another kind of video just so you can get an idea. And there's also a great, oops, don't know what I did. Great information on some activities that are more specific to the Bahamas and Exuma, but we can definitely, and reasons why people
Great
travel
Exuma,
there.
365 unspoiled, secluded islands and keys dotting the turquoise waters of the southern Bahamas, where powder white sands have no rival, and off the beaten path is everywhere you are. Situated on Great Exuma lies a luxurious escape from the hustle and bustle of other crowded islands. Grand Isle Resort and Residences offers masterfully appointed villas with gourmet kitchens, luxurious accommodations, and breathtaking views overlooking Emerald Bay. Whether you choose to relax and recharge with a signature treatment at the Sea Star Spa, or explore Exuma's natural beauty, from friendly stingrays to an island only inhabited by iguanas. And of course, the most famous residence of Exuma, But did you know that Grand Isle is the only resort that offers scientific shark tagging trips with guests?
Hi, I'm Riley.
And I'm Jessica, and we're on a shark excursion with Grand Isle with Beneath the Waves.
Once we knew that it was here, that it would just be an amazing experience to see sharks in their live environment.
Got a shark.
Oh, beautiful reefy.
Learned about the process. Sammy and Brendan ran us through their program and what they do and why it's important.
We caught a tiger shark that was, I think, 10 feet long. We learned how to tag sharks with spaghetti tags, and we took some dorsal fin samples.
I always wanted to be a marine biologist as a little girl, so this was my experience and my chance to do that.
If you come to Bahamas, Exuma's, Grand Isle Resort, this is a must. You have to do this.
I mean, it's worth the time, worth the experience to come out. Like I said, it's once in a lifetime.
Sharks may be getting famous, but you know our most famous residents.
The swimming pigs.
After a day of excitement, you're sure to work up an appetite, and we have plenty of options. Sandy Toes is exactly what it sounds like, an authentic jerk hut serving island flavors and delightful cocktails along the beach. Palapa offers a dining experience of local delicacies as you enjoy cool tropical breezes and stunning views across the turquoise bay. Our restaurants support a variety of event space options, which are just as magical as the scenery that surrounds them. Resort activities range from a professional Greg Norman golf course to a full 150-slip marina. Just dock your boat across the street. Our gym is fully equipped to keep you in shape, or not, and plenty of family activities will keep everyone entertained. No matter what your day brings, Grand Isle Resort and Spa is more than a vacation. It's a lifestyle.
So as the video kind of highlighted, there are different levels of villas. Again, for 1 bedroom all the way to the 4-bedroom penthouse, great breathtaking views, resort pool. And this is just kind of giving you an idea of another villa. They're styled differently, but we can absolutely share floor plans with your travel advisor. And so we can make sure you're booking the right villa for you and your family. As it mentioned, full chef's kitchen, and something we can also work with your advisor is we do have a grocery shopping list that we can fill out and have your kitchen stocked when you arrive for in-villa dining, as well as have chefs come in and cook for you and your family. Again, the restaurants that are available on property. And then up on the near the 23 North, there's a private adult only pool for those that may be traveling with your family, but want to break from the kids possibly, or the grandkids, or you're traveling as a couple and just want to enjoy a little peace and quiet. There's an option up a little, just easily walk up the beach. And they also offer private cabanas that can be rented. The Greg Norman Design Golf Course is steps away from the resort. You can actually walk up the beach, and as well as drive your golf cart that come with your villas. And then the marina. So if you do have a boat and you want to, drive I guess you don't drive it, but you sail it all the way down to the Bahamas, we would love to have you at Grand Isle. And something that Grand Isle does do is they offer a lot of extended stays. So anything over 14 days, they'll give you 50% off the rates. So let us know if you are looking to do maybe an extended stay or don't want to quarantine at home this year. Maybe you could do it in the Bahamas. And just to give you a heads up, if you're vaccinated, the Bahamas will accept your vaccination card, and all you have to do is fill out the arrival paperwork, and then you're good to go. No testing in or out if you're vaccinated. So just a little easier to get in and out of the Bahamas this year. And then last but not least, I leave Jamaica Inn because it's has an old world charm and it has near and dear to my heart. This property has been in the same family, the Morrow family, for 60 years in Jamaica. And the brothers, Peter and Eric Morrow, now run the property. And I say run it, but it really is their second home in Jamaica. And when you do visit Jamaica Inn, many times Eric Morrow is in the actual arrival, and this is what you arrive to. This is when you literally get out of your car or out of the transfer, this you can see straight to the ocean. And it's a very old world style, European style hotel, but it's more of a residence. So again, I'm going to go to a video just to give you an idea. And I think the music will set the tone for sure. You can't argue with reggae. As you can see the video, Jamaica Inn has a lot of different room categories, and I just want to quickly go through them because they're very unique. But the beauty of all of the categories that are offered at Jamaica Inn is they all have ocean views. The actual accommodations go around the cove and along the coast. So there's not a bad room, to be honest. It's either beach view, but they all have views of the ocean. So I always like to highlight that. And this is a nice wide beach. And as dear Peter Morrow used to say, this is champagne colored sand. So it's not reflective into your eyes. It's champagne colored, and they don't have it beached in. It was original. And he always liked to point that out. And as I mentioned, Jamaica Inn is, there's a lot of nostalgia part of Jamaica Inn. I don't know if you noticed this famous face right here. That's Meghan Markle. She actually got married at Jamaica Inn her first time around. That's her and her father when they were on better terms, I am afraid. But Marilyn Monroe spent a lot of time here. Jackie Collins did, Arthur Miller, and then Winston Churchill. He actually would come for many, many, many hours and paint and stay. And some of the paintings on the property actually are by Winston Churchill. And Ian Fleming, who wrote the 007 series, James Bond series, supposedly the shaken, not stirred line came from a stay at Jamaica Inn because they're famous for martinis. So you have a lot of history there, and you see more I think the James Bond in this 80s. This is when he was filming one of the James Bonds there in Jamaica, and he stayed at Jamaica Inn. So there's a lot of history there. It's really fascinating. Their library, you can walk through, there's pictures, you pick up a picture and you're like, wow, that's actually somebody famous. A lot of history, but it's really just a really nostalgic visit. So this is our beginning category, the balcony suite. Again, I'm just going to show you how there's not a bad view. The Jamaican culture believes in having your indoor space just as large as your outdoor space. They actually entertain outside. So all of the rooms have large verandas and full furniture to sit outside and enjoy. And many times all your room service is actually served outside on your veranda. So they don't actually walk through your personal area to serve your room service, your breakfast, which is, I think, a really nice feature, especially post-COVID, but it's just a nice feature. You feel like you're entertaining, but not having people in your personal space. Another veranda suite, and this is the West Wing. These are actually over the water, and they like to say that was back before all the villas were over the water in the Maldives. They were doing it first, but you can hear the fish popping up in the mornings. It's really fun to watch as you eat breakfast. This is one of the beach wings. Then another suite, and then the cottages. And these are kind of a little up on the cliff. And what I like about the cottages, they're a little bit more modern, but they also have their own entry into the water directly from your cottage, their own private plunge pools. And they all have, again, a different look and feel. So when you are looking to book a specific kind of cottage, let us know, because we'll send floor plans, pictures, so you know exactly what you're booking. Just to give you an idea of cottages. What I also love about their spa is it's open air. So there's no piped in music. You hear the crashing waves. It's very peaceful. You hear the, the flora and fauna, not the flora and fauna, but you're just immersed in the jungle and hear the noise, but it's just beautiful and just so relaxing. Probably one of the best massages I ever got just because of the setting. Some of the various activities, all the non-motorized sports are complimentary. And the bottom is the resort dog, Shadow. This is Shadow number 5, I believe. And she is just a sweetheart, and she does not come up to you unless you really want her to. But she kind of just hangs out around the resort and is the Morrow family's family dog. But she is always welcome for a pet if you're missing your loved pet at home. At the top left is the turtle hatching. So this is something I personally got to do when I was at Jamaica. There's, I believe 21 different nests currently on the beach at Jamaica Inn. And if you don't know anything about turtle hatchings, whenever a turtle hatchling is born, they return back to the females return back to the beach they were born to have their own hatchlings, which is really fascinating. So they do tracking, they show like where all these turtles go in their lifetime. But I did it, and you help the hatchlings get to the water. Probably one of the most memorable things I've ever done. Like, I can't wait for my kids to do it. I was almost in tears. Like, I felt like I'd birthed a turtle. You're just so excited for them to get to the water, and it's really, really exciting. And Jamaica Inn now has on their website turtle hatching video and watch, so that guests can actually make sure that they and if it's not happening on the beach while you're actually there, they'll make sure that on local beaches, and they'll get you over there so that you don't miss it. And then at the top left, Chef Maurice can take you into town and also do a cooking class with you, which is fun, to do the locals farmers market. So there's a lot of activities. And because of Travelong's relationship with Jamaica Inn, and we also have Travelong can provide for their guests breakfast for 2 daily, as well as an early check-in and late checkout if available, and an upgrade. Now, the upgrade is an interesting thing with Jamaica Inn, because you may really like the room you're in. You may not want the upgrade because you want the room you have. And it also, there's a complimentary boat ride to Dunn's River Fall, which is a nice waterfall that many guests like to hike. But if you don't want to hike it, you can just enjoy the ride over to the Dunn's River Falls and return back to the resort. So a lot of everything is open air at Jamaica Inn, but they do have air conditioning for the guest rooms if it's a particularly warm evening. But cocktails are on the terrace, and they overlook the dinner terrace. And they have reggae bands every night, just to add to the ambiance. And we are welcoming you now. So from right now to October 31st, that if you stay 5 or more nights, you will be upgraded to the all-inclusive plan. And the one thing about Jamaica Inn is they have a dine-around plan. So not only is it included in your dining at Jamaica Inn, but they also have hand-picked local restaurants in Ochos Rios that are part of the plan. So you can actually dine off property as part of your plan. And then also they're doing a Christmas promotion. If you stay over Christmas, you can get a free night on Christmas night. There's limited availability on Christmas, but let us know, because you never know. And then Grand Isle, I did mention that they're doing the extended stay book 14 days or longer. You can receive 50% off, which is really exciting. Grand Isle does have availability before actual Christmas, but going into New Year's, they're completely sold out. But let us know, because I actually talked to the director of sales just yesterday, and there's a couple villas hidden that we can maybe figure something out if you have your hearts on Bahamas. Any questions for me? I know we kind of went through a lot of different resorts.
Evan, anything in the chat? No.
No questions?
Thank you very much.
Did I cover everything?
I think you did, Maggie.
They're all very different, so it's hard to quickly go through everything and give a feel. But wonderful family-owned resorts, which are just a little bit more special because they're small and intimate, and they have all remained open during the pandemic, and have really are excited to see our guests come back.
Maggie did a great job. Thanks very much for giving us of your time and expertise and showing us your wonderful
Well, thank
properties.
you for the time, and I'm excited to see that people are interested in traveling, and I can't wait to work with one of your advisors and get guests
Cool.
where they want to go, because I know there's a lot of pent-up demand.
Yes, there is.
Everybody's planning ahead.
Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you. Have a nice night.
Thank you, everybody, for attending, and we'll see you next time.
Night.